morning, everyone. So this is Veer, and today, with our episode here in Make Today Count, I'll be focusing on a book that I've been reading for a couple of days now, and it actually makes sense to me. It actually shares about little things and focusing on those things that matters. It actually is coming from W. Todd Smith, and they actually entitled it "Little Things Matter." So just to give you a quick background, I decided to read this book because I had a coaching discussion with my manager, and one of the things that she mentioned is that I need to focus on the little things, because when we focus on the little things, we get to make sure that we don't miss out on anything, and there will be no chances or problems that can happen in the future because you've already focused on those small things that could impact negatively for the team. So I'm gonna share to you a couple of things, and this is just gonna be quick. So it says here, and I'm gonna quote a couple of things here. Some of the little things will feel natural and come easy for you. Some will require pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. There are a lot of things that I'm actually easy in doing things, like focusing on what to do and what not to do in certain activities, focusing on the things that matters in terms of reporting. But in terms of like the small things, like focusing on what has not been done, what could have not been done, what could matter in a few more days, those are things that I don't usually see. You know what? One of my personality is more in a problem solver. But one of the coaching points that I got is that aside from being a problem solver, we have to make sure that we already are prepared for what may lie ahead and make sure that everything is covered from our end. So again, that's going to be part of my comfort zone. Like, I don't usually go out to that kind of criteria. I don't focus on the small things because I last time I did it is that I was actually branded as someone who looks into a lot of details. But right now, that's one thing that I have to work on as well. And it says here, some will challenge your current beliefs, some will provide aha moments. So one of the good things that I'm learning right now is that a lot of points that's mentioned in the book, Little Things Matter, actually focuses on the things that I am not really having good grasp, or basically these are one of my weak points or areas of improvement. In learning from those statements allowed me to understand that those aha moments could have been an earlier lessons. So that's one of the things that I'm learning right now, that my aha moments actually is allowing me to focus on those small little things that would make matters much better in the future. It says here as well, some may be life-changing, but some you'll be tempted to dismiss as significant. I created right now a project list, and my project list right now actually focuses on what are the things that I need to do and the things that my team members will also need to be doing to make sure that we do better with the things that we are currently doing in the tasks that we have. So in short, on top of the things to do that I have to prioritize in terms of like my work as a supervisor, I'm also focusing right now on the things that my team is doing individually. And guess what? There's like around 5 of them focused on doing things. So I have to make sure that I also focus on the things at the end of the day or early the next day. I focus on what are the things that they've been doing to make sure that and I make audits on the things or the stuff that they're doing. And these are like sometimes challenging for me. I don't want to dwell on certain points or certain activities or certain tasks that would require me to actually focus one by one. And that's one of my aha moments, and at the same time, that's one of my challenging times right now that I sometimes dismiss as significant. But right now, I focus on those things as well. And then, of course, the last thing that was mentioned here is that don't allow yourself to think that one of these little things doesn't matter. They all matter. So that's one of the learning lessons that I have, I guess, after reading like just the introductory part of the book. But at the same time, it allows me to really focus on the small things. And as according to W. Todd Smith, the author of the book, it mentions about focusing on the small things will have bigger impact later on. And so for the next few episodes that we're gonna have, I'm gonna talk about certain topics that was mentioned or certain points that was mentioned on the book that will allow us to learn more why on an everyday basis, on a daily basis that we do things, when we focus on the small things, it has bigger impact as well. And it will allow us to be um, more successful in the things that we do. It allows us more to improve on the things that we have challenges with, and at the same time, it allows us to actually focus on those nitty-gritty details that we sometimes forget, and sometimes we feel that it doesn't matter. Again, everything matters, and one miss out of certain things could impact negatively later on in the future. So those are the things that I'm learning, and I hope that you get to journey with me as I learn these things for the next few activities or for the next few episodes that I'm gonna share to you. So for today, God bless. I pray that you'll be good in everything that you do. And of course, again, small things matter, so focus on the small things, not just on the big things in life. God bless.